If you are not using Melanin Magic hair oil, then what are you using?
Hi, I'm the creator of the I Am Melanin Magic skin and hair care brand. The I Am Melanin Magic hair oil is our premier product. It is the leading high-end supplement for your mane.
It reduces breakage and promotes growth and can be used on all hair types and looks, from straightened hair and microlocks to wigs and protective styles.
It's antifungal, antibacterial, and it's anti-funk, so you know you're protected.
It softens and conditions your hair, and it's anti-frizz too.
Hey guys, so I started using this oil called I Am Melanin Magic since February of this year, and check out the new growth. Like, it's insane. Not only did it help with my new growth, but it smells amazing too.
See the dramatic improvements Denisha has made after not having hair around her edges for 3 years.
Tanya's hair had been like this for almost 20 years, and while getting injections. Her doctor said it was scarred and would never grow back. After 4 weeks of using I Am Melanin Magic, this is what she looked like. I Am Melanin Magic did this to Danette's hair after a short time. This is really all your hair needs. It's rich with antioxidants, loaded with growth-promoting ingredients. Look at the growth of my hair. It's amazing. The product speaks for itself. Order yours today and don't delay. Don't delay, purchase yours today.
I Am Melanin Magic,
And so are you.
Locs, beauty tips and potpourri. You're with Tanisha Ali. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I hope that this video finds you in the space of being peaceful, being productive, being prosperous, and living a passionate life. I'm here today to talk to you about the Sisterlocks and some of the things that are going on in our community. I'm going to share some information from our comment section, and I'm going to give you a reminder to make sure that you tune in to the next video after this one. We will be speaking with the lovely Terry, who shared a video with us before several weeks back on the channel, who has a loctician nightmare story. If you have been paying attention and you watched my most recent downloads in the last few months, you're gonna find that I've done quite a bit of videos addressing the need to learn how to do your own retightenings. It's just so important that you learn how to do your own retightenings, whether or not you're retightening your hair on a regular basis or not. We are experiencing a high rate of problems with some of the locticians that are in this community, and it's something that we have to dialogue about because we are at the grassroots level. We're on the front lines, and we're in a great place to raise awareness. We love our locticians. We need them. We value them. We think that their services are just amazing, most of us. But there are those locticians out there who are doing business in such a way that doesn't support what we need as a community. And these are some of the things that we need to shine a light of awareness on. So watch for the next video. This video is going to be sharing comments from some of your other sisters on the channel. I welcome you all always to leave comments, to share your likes, to share your concerns with regard to some of the experiences that you're having as someone with Microlocks, Sisterlocks, or Tiny Locks. I love to get your comments. Although I may not be able to respond to all of them, I'm always reading them, and I'm so grateful. So if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. I'm so grateful to have you here. If you are coming home and you are one of my kindred spirits, one of my OGs, one of my soul drivers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to have you back. Please continue to come back for more, because more will be revealed. Now, you all know that I have been on this Sisterlocks journey for over a decade now. Yes, over a decade, and then a few years, at least a couple, about 11 and a half, 12 years now, maybe a little bit more. And I've learned a lot on this journey. Are there some things that I would do differently? Heck yes. Are there some things that I wish I had done in the beginning that I didn't do that I'm starting to do now, like wearing my cap on a regular basis? Heck yes. Are there some things that I wish some people had told me prior to getting Sisterlocks, or that I had realized within a year or two after getting my locks? Yeah. So my vision, or my reason, or my mission for continuing to do this channel is to enlighten you in the pursuit of the importance of being an active participant in your Sisterlocks journey or your Microlocks journey or your Tiny Locks journey, recognizing that this is not a style for the weak of heart and the passive. People who don't really want to roll up their sleeves and take an active role in managing the process, not only for their retightenings and the frequency, but the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. This, I feel, while it is an abundant hairstyle, and it's a style that can bring so much joy and beauty, and it can free you from what I like to call the tyranny of being enslaved to your hair, and it can really, you know, have you in a space where you never have another bad hair day. There are some specific challenges to having this hairstyle or having Microlocks or Tiny Locks that you really need to be aware of. A lot of the things that you hear people talk about oftentimes are people who have not had their locks that long. I hear people saying things who've had their locks for 2 and 3 years, and they can tell you a whole lot of stuff, but until you have been in this journey for a length of time and you've had some of the experiences that are inevitable to you in terms of the length of time that you're continuing to participate in having this hairstyle and continuing to support the brand and everything else, there's just some things that are not going to creep up for you. All right, so when you guys sound off in a positive way in the comment section and you let me know that you're out there, the things that you talk to me about are very helpful. They then become sometimes the content for some of the videos. They also become the source of research that I'm always continuing to do, not just to bring you quality products. Anti-aging serum, 2 for $75, excellent. You want beautiful skin, I'm giving this product a plug, okay? If you want immediate results, like results within a few days, you need to get some of this from the site. If you're trying to maintain the health of your hair, you need to get the I Am Melanin Magic Premium Hair Care Spray. If you're dealing with loss, you need to give this one a try. It has a different label now, but this is the Magical Hair Growth Serum. All of these are the result of things that I've used myself on this journey. They're the result of a cumulative of experiences that I've had. They're the result of my desire to find the perfect, I guess, mix of things that help to aid me in my journey towards experiencing greater beauty, greater alignment with regard to the kinds of products that I use and what I believe about what we should be able to find in terms of quality, and just the products of that reflect the experiences that I've had on my journey. And that's why I often go through the comment section to try to see what things are important to you all and what things I need to bring to bear. There are a lot of topics that I'm researching, things, for example, like thin hair, people that have fine and thin locks, because my hair is not what I would call fine. My hair was not the thinnest or the thickest before I got locks, but right now my hair is abundant, so I don't always have the firsthand information to bring, but what I like to do is research, and currently I'm talking to quite a few women who have thin or fine sister locks or tiny locks or micro locks to get the information for you. But I comb through the comment section on a regular basis to discern some of the things that I may want to talk about, also to see if I'm providing value in the marketplace, because that's my ultimate goal. I started this channel, I thought, to just talk about my hair and have fun. But as I've matured in this journey over time, I've realized there are a lot of serious issues that we need to talk about. And it's not always in the hairstyling and whether or not I'm doing an updo or I'm doing some pipe cleaners or something else. Although that stuff is fun, what is really going to be fun for you is being able to stay on this journey for as long as you possibly can without dealing with hair loss, thinning, or being able to find strategies that can help you minimize some of the challenges that you might encounter on this particular journey. All right, so let's start out with Marissa Commodore. Shout out to you, the beautiful Marissa, who says, "Hi Tunisia, I love your videos. I learned so much from your videos. I have a portion of my hair that is thinning, and I am sure it is the frequency and the retightening of the reties." And y'all, I gotta say this, you've heard me say this before. let your hair start thinning and watch how hard it is for you to decrease the number of reties, or to look at what it is you may have to do, or the choices you may have to make in order to mitigate hair loss. It's not as easy as you might think. Our hair is super important to us, and while you may feel it's a situation that's far removed from you, it's never as far removed from you as you think, because all it takes is a few retightenings back to back to start to affect the overall general health and well-being of your hair. That's all it takes. And oftentimes, by the time you notice that you have a problem, the problem is becoming systemic, or you're already starting to experience some of the collateral damage. So this is really serious. Thank you for sharing this, Marissa. I'm in Georgia and desperate to figure out how to care for my microlocks. I want to purchase your hair growth oil and would like to consider changing my patterns. Yeah, I think that's really important. And literally, she may be talking about changing how she cares for her hair in terms of the current patterns. You know, maybe it's the pattern of how often she does the retightenings. But also, it may be something in the pattern that we have, or the locking, whether you have reverse 4 or regular 4 or pattern 3, that may be something that we all may want to consider as well. I would love to do my hair, but I have limited time. But you make good points. Yeah, like, I don't want to be doing my own retightenings. But guess what? If push comes to shove and I have to do it, I'd rather do it if it means I'm going to be able to sustain the health of my hair more. But yeah, it's time consuming, but we do have a lot of success stories of sisters who are doing their own retightenings, having had very little experience doing retightenings or doing hair in general, and they're experiencing a lot of success. They have a lot less worry. All right, I'm so frustrated and my scalp has been sore and tender for over 8 weeks. Now see, that is a really big red flag. When you have soreness and tenderness over that period of time, something has gone beyond the actual retightening, and there's been an inflammation of your scalp, which can lead to some serious issues. I need to drink water and stop going to my loctician. Yeah, now I have a read more here, but for some reason my phone is not allowing me to read more. So that's the last part that I'm able to see there, which is that she feels like she needs to stop going, and she needs to she needs to drink water and stop going to her current loctician. Finding a quality loctician, somebody who you can have an honest rapport with, someone who you can talk with, someone who's not ultra sensitive when you bring up some of your concerns, someone who can acknowledge your concerns, someone who's just not pushing people through like you might turn tables during rush hour at the restaurant, trying to get as many tables in as you can without regard for the quality of service. This is becoming a real issue. This is something that we all going to have to address at some particular point. The loctician that you currently have, for those of you who are satisfied with the loctician that you have, I'm one of them, isn't something that, you know, may always be there. So it's important to have a backup. It's important to have another plan. It's important that you be able to do your hair if push comes to shove and you can't find a loctician, or you can't get your appointment in, or something else, God forbid, tragic happens, which is going to be on the story time on the next video when we talk with Miss Terry. All right. Thank you for sharing, Miss Marissa. I would definitely say doing anything you can to try and mitigate the hair loss. It sounds like the first thing you're going to need to do is narrow down where it's coming from and what's contributing to it. And if post 8 weeks of having had your retightening, if it's gone beyond the issue with the retightening at this point, if in fact you don't have some type of systemic scalp inflammation that has been exacerbated by retightenings over time. Keep us posted, please. Let us know what's going on. We would love to have you contribute a video. I solicit you all, any of you, sending me a short 2 to 3 minute video with your shares and other experiences that you think those of us on this channel can really benefit from. Hi, Tanisha. Thank you so much for this and the reading. It really spoke to me. I will be ordering more products from you soon. Shout out to the infinite Trisha. I usually order 4 to 5 of the products I use at a time so that I don't run out. Now I'm on my last bottle of hair growth serum, I will send you some pictures to show you how it has helped me. All right, shout out to, again, Infinite Trisha. Would love to hear how it has helped you. For those of you who send me testimonials on the channel and to my phone all the time, don't forget to go back, click on the product that's helping you, and do a testimonial. That's going to be one of the best ways for us to get the word out that there may be another product out there on the market that can help you, or that can begin to help you to stimulate hair growth, or can at the very least help you to determine, can my hair still grow? Because you can be in a place with alopecia, traction alopecia, or whatever it is that's creating issues for you, and you could develop such a degree of scar tissue that it can be virtually impossible to get new hair growth there, although I never say anything is impossible. And this is the kind of product that if you take before and after pictures, you may be able to ascertain as you investigate what's going on with your hair, whether or not you're at a place where you can even regrow hair, because that's super important. Because if you have thinning and you're able to regrow hair, then you can make the necessary changes that you need to make. You can tweak the patterns by which you do your hair, or the frequency, or you may be able to make other decisions that can help prolong the health of your hair. But you still need to be able to at least determine, how far am I in the hair loss cycle? Is my hair able to bounce back? And between the two of these products, one of them may be able to really help you with that, if not both. I know many of you are doing both. The other thing is, I'm working on another serum, all right, which should rival this one or exceed the results that we get from this one. It's in the research and development stage. It has been for a while. I'm hoping that by early fall, early spring, I will be able to offer that product on the channel. She says, I will send you some pictures to show how it has helped me. I can definitely relate to where you mentioned when using it, how it will grow the area, and then you have to have your hair to twist around the lock, because that's what I'm experiencing now. When you start using these products, first of all, the more frequently you use this one, the faster your hair is going to grow. If you've had some thinning and you start to use this, you're going to start to notice a mess of new hair coming in. These little short pieces that you were not able to generate on your own when your hair was thinning. You're going to notice all these little thin pieces that are starting to come in. It's important that if you have a rapport with your loctician, that you draw attention to that, and you make sure that she wraps that loose hair around the lock and locks that new hair in. If you're doing your own hair, it's important that you do that as well, because if not, that hair is going to be outside the lock, and while it's growing, it's going to create a nightmare in terms of tangling, and you'll inhibit the ability of the hair to grow, and you'll lose out on the benefit of what it's supposed to do in the first place, which is allow you to rescue the locks that are actually thinning, okay? Again, this is the Magical Hair Growth Serum. But because I have thinning at the crown of my head and hair is now growing back, I want it to continue to grow so that I can get a fuller, thicker look there, and ultimately create new locks. Thank you so much for everything you do for the community, and I will be in touch soon. Peace and blessings to you. Infinite Trisha, I wish I knew what your name was in the ordering the software. I'll look up Trisha, but I definitely know it's not in here by that name. But I love you, and I appreciate everything that you're doing, and I appreciate you sharing here on the channel, okay? Here we have Tina Jackson here, okay? I've watched so many videos that I've learned to do my own hair. Now I have done the front of my hair, but I have never even attempted to do the back. For one, I can't see back there, or I can't see the back, nor do I have a three-way mirror, which I do intend to buy. I will also save a lot of money every 6 to 8 weeks. I know that's right. It's very time consuming to do it yourself. It is. A loctician can retie my whole head in 3 hours when it took 2 days just to do the front alone. She's laughing. I must admit it was very trying, but I got it done and I was very proud of myself. And that's the thing, y'all. It's not something you may want to do every time. It's not something you may look forward to doing. But if you separate it and you break it down into bite-sized pieces, it's quite an accomplishment and an achievement milestone to be able to say, I can do my own locks if push comes to shove and I have to. Because I can promise you, if you've gone through 3, 4, 5 locticians and you can't find somebody to do your hair and it's too tight and it's hurting you, or somebody's marrying locks and you've lost a few locks, or after 3 or 4 retightenings you got some thinning locks that you know you didn't have before, trust me, you will not mind doing your own hair if you have to, and you will be willing to do it. and you will simply pace yourself in order to get it done, but it will be well worth it. And you guys hear me talk about all manner of creative ways to deal with the retightening situation and the in some of the markets, lack of quality locticians. So this stuff is really important, okay? Here's another sister here. Dr. Bree Speaks, okay? Sending much love to you, sister. I've had my Sisterlocks for 10 years now, and I love not doing my own retightenings. I'm sure I can do it yet. I don't have to, so I don't, and I enjoy that luxury. Just like I don't do my own nails, nor do I do my own massages, I don't tighten my own Sisterlocks. It's great to have an option not to do something too. Yeah, and I agree with that. Like I said, many of us probably would want to do this. But I can promise you, if she messed up my nails or I didn't get the best massage, I would have a lot less to complain about than if I had tried 5 or 6 people to do my hair, a style that I've invested thousands of dollars in over the years, and I couldn't find someone that I could trust. You would not mind having or exercising the option to do your own. So it's a luxury to have someone to do them. When we can find someone, it used to be a necessity. Maybe, I hope it doesn't become a luxury. I hope it continues to be something that we can all expect in different markets, even if we have to jump through a few hoops, even if we have to be on a few waiting lists. But as you guys are knowing, as the market becomes tighter and tighter and tighter, again, I'm one of those people that says, God bless the child who's got his own. And if it means I have to experiment a little bit in my hair right now, while I don't need a loctician replacement, and I'm happy with my loctician consultant, I'm willing to do it now before necessity is the mother of invention. Thank you so much for Dr. Bree for sharing. I appreciate it. This is from Amber Terrell, 13 days ago. Shout out to you, beautiful Amber. I just want to say that I've been using your product, and after my retie that I did a month ago, I have so much new growth, and it's only been a month. I'll give my hair 2 more weeks before I retie again, but I'm so in love with how much the oil has helped my hair grow. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, see, here's a sister. My locks are short. This is Daniel for Danielle. My locks are short and just in the 2nd month, and my loctician quit due to health issues, and I'm having a hard time finding a replacement in the area in which she lives. Y'all, this is serious. This is serious business, and this is what you hear me talking about a lot, okay? Here we go with Miss Tavika Howard. Shout out to my sister. Lots of love to you. This is one of my soul tribers, soul tribers. She rocks with me on my Butterfly Transformation spiritual channel and rocks with me in regular readings, getting clarity around her life. I love you. Your channel was one of the first ones I watched when I made the decision to start my Sisterlock journey. Melanin Magic has been a great addition to my hair regimen, especially in my thinning area near my right temple. Now that's this one. It's an unintended consequence that this has helped to fill in thinning and bald spots for sisters that have had problems and lost hair either through postpartum issues or through, other alopecia issues. This can help you as well. This one is medicinal, and this has been designed for that. This is designed for overall hair care, strength, building capacity, renewing your hair, getting those follicles healthy again, helping to recondition your hair and helping you to hold in moisture. That you may, if you're someone that sprays your hair, there are a lot of rich synergistic benefits that this oil has, and it has the capacity to definitely help your hair. But if you're in a real situation and you're dealing with some serious issues, you may want to start with this one first. This one is not to go on your locks, okay? It should not go on your locks. This one can go on your locks. It can also go on your scalp, but less is more. You don't need as much of this as you may think. It is made of very light oils that are absorbed by your scalp very easily, all right? Shout out to LA. Thanks, Tunisia, for sharing your personal experience and more importantly, your time. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing your time. Hello, Albie, my little pretty sweet baby. Just give me a little bit longer, okay? It's dinner time for her. She said, your videos have been extremely helpful in my nearly 1-year Sisterlock journey. Okay, Albie, I'm coming, okay? I'm coming, all right? Kind of Bell, 13 days ago. I've had my locks for 5 years. My hair was beautiful. Now they look totally different, thin and broken off. They need help. I would begin to take a look at what you think is causing that. First and foremost, you know, a lot of people say don't use oil, and that's fine and good. I'm one of those people that says I needed oil before I got Sisterlocks. I'm going to need oil after I got Sisterlocks. And you may not need oil in the beginning, but let me tell you something. If you're washing your hair and you're using regular water on your hair, if you're eating the food that we have available to us in this country and you're not supplementing on a regular basis, if you're dealing with the elements, if you're just dealing with what happens to your hair as it changes over time, you at some point are going to need to put something in your hair. Otherwise, your hair is going to be dry, and when your hair is dry, it is going to become brittle, and as it becomes brittle, you're going to start to deal with breakage. And that is really for all, not all people, because everybody's situation is not the same, but many people who are not using something on their hair, okay, you may be able to get away with that for a while, but at some point you're going to have to make a decision because you're going to find that your hair is going to need more support. All right. Amen to dietary and weight goals. L. Wilkins. I made it to the end. Shout out to my sister. Sending you much love. I'm 54 years young and my locks are 1 year and 3 months. Thank you. Love the oil, and you have been an inspiration on my journey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Angie Jordan. Okay, Albie, I'm coming. Just give me a second. I promise I'm coming. You ain't never lied. Since I've been doing my own reties, I really began to truly love and appreciate my locks. Before, I felt like I was in bondage. Might as well have had a perm. Listen, God bless the child who's got his own. Listen, like I said, if you don't want to take this on, that's fine, but at least learn, start experimenting, because should there come a time when you need to know how to do it, for whatever the reasons, y'all, anything can happen. Y'all seen it happen over the last few years. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Sisterlocks that are thinning, how do you fix it to prevent future Sisterlock breakage? This is for spark oil. I'm going to suggest that you go back and look at my oil or not to oil videos. I also have videos on thinning and breaking locks. I have at least 5 or 6 videos that were dedicated just to that. I give a lot of suggestions. It's important to investigate. I'm working. It's important to investigate what's going on with your hair, which means you have to be paying attention all the time, checking your locks the same way you would change your baby's diapers. You got to be looking at your locks so that if something is going awry, you can catch it in time to begin to remediate or to give extra nutritional support to your hair, to build the foundation, to renew the follicles, to help to bring in thickness, because maybe you've lost so many hairs that you don't realize it, that when you begin using something like this, you start to notice, as Marissa started to talk about in the earlier part of the video, all of these new hairs starting to grow. You may not know. See, when we don't take pictures of our hair and we don't really chronicle the hair journey, it's easy for changes to be taking place and for us really not to notice. So it's important to chronicle your hair journey. It's important, if you're really going to be anal about this, to begin to take pictures at certain junctures. If you have an area of concern in your hair, take a picture of it. Watch that area. If there's certain locks that are having issues, mark those locks. Find a way to identify those locks so that you can go back when need be to see if there's been a regression or to see if there's been a progression. All right, I'm going to read one more here, okay? Oh, 2 more. Nellie McKenna. She's talking about the lint. I tell you, y'all, we have a lot of people that say they don't have lint. Okay. You may not see the lint. And Terry told me about lint today, and Terry's going to do the sister, the story time. She has a really crazy story time with her, I guess, no longer loctician. The only person she's ever gone to just went crazy. So she's going to share that with the next video, our story time. But the lint thing, y'all, got to wash your hair regularly. You got to watch the products you use. Certain things, to me, conditioners build up in the hair, and they can be a trip because as you're rinsing them out, they're going down and they're draining to the lock, down the lock, and they may collect in the bottom. Anything that you're using on your hair, when you use this on your hair, you use any of my products, I always tell you it's important to make sure that when you do wash, you wash thoroughly. All right, for the first, 8 years of my journey, I was really lax with washing because I'm not one that washes on a regular basis. I will use other methods of keeping my scalp clean and not subject my hair to over washing. But when I do wash now, I wash repeatedly and I wash thoroughly. And that is so important. I had to learn the hard way. As she was saying here, I didn't think I had lint until the day I checked my hair while in the car on a sunny day. And that's what I tell y'all to do. If you don't think you have lint, go sit in the car on a sunny day. Or in a room that has a bit of an overcast shadow, but you're facing the windows. And do like this on a beautiful sunny day. And you're going to see all kinds of stuff floating through the air that's not dandruff. You are living, you are breathing, you are in this life. Your hair is collecting stuff. This has nothing to do with whether or not you put oil on it or not. The lock itself, part of what allows it to lock is some of the lint that it catches. So these are things you have to be on top of, okay? I have a few lint videos. I'm an OCD when it comes to lint. I was really obsessive compulsive in the beginning, and I'm getting ready to end this. I'm going to do one more. Oh, Soul Tribe and Nev Jamal Meadow. I love you, my sister. She is also one of my OGs over there on the Butterfly Transformation Spiritual Channel. She says, Soul Tribe who enjoys making it to the end. I love you, Nev Jamal gal. I love you, I love you, I love you. All right, y'all. So I think I'm going to probably stop here. I have a lot of you saying you made it to the end, and I'm so grateful. I love y'all. You can count on me to continue doing my best to bring you quality content, doing my best to continue evolving in the way of product creation. I'm working on a gray away product, which may not, well, I don't know, I'm working on it. Limit gray, help you to repigment your hair or to help to prevent early graying. I'm working on a lock spray that you can use if you're someone that really just likes to do water sprays. We're working on that. And as well, the formula that has been in my family for over 25 years. Well, I'm 50. Shoot, my mom was making this when I was a baby, which is part of the reason why growing up, we all had long, growing, strong hair. This product, which is more of a pomade and a butter, is going to be available, especially not for Sisterlocks, but for those of you that have natural locks. That's going to be on the channel. Sophia will be talking about that a little bit more because she, has the traditional locks. So I'll be like, listen, I need you to get rid of that video because I need y'all, your nails need to be clipped. Okay, I'm coming. 5 more minutes, baby. I'll be there. I promise I'm coming. It's not like I didn't spoil her with a ton of snacks today. But the other product is another serum, as I mentioned, for hard to grow hair or problem hair that's thinning, because everybody's different. We all have an energetic blueprint that's different. Vitamin supplements don't have the same effect on each of us. So there may be something that you would prefer or would like to try in another product that rivals this one or that has the same intention, which is to help with thinning and to help with hair loss. So I want to be able to give you all more choices. Some of you could appreciate a different smelling oil, although this one, you all rant and rave about this, and I love this particular fragrance or the particular oils and the synergistic blend that creates the smell that you smell. But I want to be able to give you more options, and so I plan to continue to be in research and development. Shout out to all of y'all. I love y'all. If you haven't purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, you can get that anytime, okay? You can get it from Amazon, and I invite you to get that book. It is a book that's going to help you to up-level your mindset, help you to get a larger slice of life and to begin to look at things a little bit differently so that you can bring in more abundance, so that you can live a fuller, happier life, and so that you can enjoy this wonderful adventure that we call life more than maybe you are currently. Or if you're already enjoying it, then it just increases your ability to receive. So I love y'all. Continue to be peaceful, productive, and prosperous. And I will see you for the next video, which is going to be our story time with Miss Terry as she talks about a loctician experience from hell. Yeah, we got to talk about it. We got to dig into some of these more difficult topics. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment area, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys. I got it. You got to catch the kiss. Sending out much love to y'all.
Welcome to Tunisia's Locs, Beauty Tips, and Potpourri, the channel where we get it all in. You can also learn more about the I Am Melanin Magic brand. Thank you for stopping by.